So welcome back to Hot Wheels World Race, the speedrunning tour. In this video I am going to be going over the two final tracks I have to do on this, Ice City and Vast Jungle. Now I did manage to go back to Egyptian Dunes and I managed to get a 255.3, which you're going to be seeing on screen now. Now that that's out of the way, let's try and tackle these. So Ice City and Vast Jungle. I've been doing a little bit of practice runs and watching some of the speed runs on these two tracks. Ice City seems really simplistic, at least for the route I'm taking anyway, which admittedly is not the same route the speedrunners take. However, I think is a little bit safer for me personally, so I'm just going to be trying to do that so I can at least get a time on the board. It's a little bit rough. Okay, the shortcut barriers are just appearing randomly. Just ignore that. Christ. Yeah, so Ice City, I don't think it's going to be too challenging to get some of the higher medals. Vast Jungle, from the practice I've been doing, has been a massive pain in the arse. It really has been. It's a really tough circuit. Even on some of the runs I thought was going okay, I was still like 7 seconds away from bronze. Quite a long way away, so I'll try and talk through that a little bit when we get to it. What was that? That was 360. That's too fast. Christ. So that free ramp there, that's where a good amount of my runs end. That is so stringy. So for that, to basically make it, I need to be doing about 340 miles an hour. When I get me wording out. Yeah, I need to be doing about 340 when I hit the ramp. I did like, what was that, 365? And that was it. I hit the respawn barrier. That is a very, very narrow margin. So I've really got to try and pick when I do this, when I do that boost shuffle. No, I turned away from the shuffle too late. If you can swap the camera, please. Thank you. The issue is as well with that with that ramp, obviously it's just before a slight kink in the road, so I'm gonna drop speed when I'm still scraping along the wall. Oh, okay. Really, my goal for lap 1 is, when I was getting some practice in, when I was doing my practice runs, actually I was doing it on the cruise. I was thinking about recording on the cruise, however all you could hear was the bloody aircon. So, yeah, I decided against it. But yeah, from all my practice laps, really I want to be targeting about a 104 for the lap 1. That's what seemed to be pretty damn good. This is probably a 105, I'd imagine. A 106. Oh god, that's even worse. That was risky, but I did it at least. Yeah, 320 miles an hour is not enough to do that free ramp. Like I said, I need to be doing about 340 by the time I hit that ramp. So I really have a 20 mile an hour margin of error. That is ridiculously small. That's really hard to do. At the minute, I imagine when I get better at the track, I'll be able to just instantly be able to do that free ramp constantly. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh no, just 59.8. Alright, okay, it's not fantastic, but I was going to say it's sub 1 minute at least. Okay, just play it a little bit safer. Yeah, so the speedrunners, instead of going this route, they keep shuffling. They shuffle to the left when they hit that second boost pad on the vertical. And like I said, they shuffle left and take the bottom path. That's also not how you do that. What are these sections called again? Is it cross section? I forget what they are. I did know, and then I keep thinking there's someone behind me trying to talk to me, but no, it's part of the music. What was that? A 1 minute 4. Oh, come on. Nice. Yeah, 1 minute pour. 1 minute pour? That one. 1 minute. Oh, I want to pour 0.6. Fine. That's what I'd rather glance and blow on the, well, for me, passenger side, but because it's American driver side. I've managed to do it once with a 103. I think if I didn't screw up that cross section, may have potentially. I turned away too late, but it's the lesser of two evils doing it that way. It was going swimmingly well this lap, and now it's going to be slow, I imagine. Yep. Back to a 1 minute 0.8, so this lap has to be an absolute corker if I'm going to get really anywhere good. That's immediately not. Yeah, that's what I need to be doing. When I sort of get to that small straight, immediately start counter steering of that shuffle. Oh, what am I going to get? Come on, come on, come on! Oh, no! Oh, even my lap 3 was bad. Christ. I need to be getting sub 59s really, but a 305.4 is 0.4 of a second away from silver. Now I've got to try and do it. How long have we going for? That's right. Well, I'm not too displeased with 305.4. However, that could easily be a 303. Maybe even a 302. My lap 2 was terrible. My lap 3 apparently wasn't that great either. Well, that was really damn good through that section actually. Yeah, so that's where I clattered the wall a few times. Up the inside we go. Was that too much angle? No, not quite. Turn out of it. Lovely stuff. Oh no. Christ alive! Nor was that. Yeah, if I pretty much hit the outside wall, I think it is as good as dead for a new PB. I mean, I know my lap 2 went quite substantially wrong, but I still need to get and I can't throw away the other laps. I'm just trying to think, am I better off not boosting over the final ramp and then doing a boost reset? That was really good actually. If it was a little bit closer to the wall so I shrugged off less speed, that would have been probably perfect. Sadly it was not to be, but that I can live with. Yeah, just want to be a little bit slow with that left-hander. Might have been a little bit too slow, however. The main thing is carrying a good run up to that cross-section. Okay, might have been a little bit too early backing out of that shuffle, however. Still did it. Now we get to the really finicky part. Oh, please no. God damn it! I was like 350. Really have no leeway at all. Unless it was just something that I'm missing as to why that one failed. Well, as to why... I have no idea. Because it didn't even feel like I was going that fast, yet I just got so much airtime. So I think I'm doing the boost shuffle too late then, if that's the case. Okay, come on. Oof. Close. I need to find a good reference point then. Good, good, good. 104.7. Still 104, so it's fine. It's the main thing. Nice. Okay. We get to the here. Let's keep it close. Let's not take too much angle. That's what we're wanting. Just spamming boost as much as possible, just to ensure that I actually do it. Maybe, I think I've actually just figured it out. Maybe when that wall at the start finish straight goes orange is when I want to have a look at doing it. Heavy hit on the wall again, however, I can live with that. Bit scruffy. can live with that. Come on, come on. Too early. Too early. Oh, man. Frustrating, but livable. Very much livable, though. I'm fine with that. I am very much fine with that. Oh, it could have been a second faster, I think. It could have been a 3 or 2. Actually, at that speed, may have been knocking on the doors of a 3 or 1. To be honest. A gold there's a 3 minute. I think if my lap 2 was a second faster, I've managed to get 57s around here. I think the lap 1 could have been optimised a little bit more, but that is for me to try and practice on in the future. But I'm very happy with the 303. So yeah, the speedrunners go down this route, as you see my AI do. Around that section. I'm not good enough at it yet, so I'm not going to bother. It will be something that I practice in my own time. However, that is Ice City. That is another silver medal done. Now is just Vast Jungle. And then once I have done this, once I've gotten the medal here, then the speedrunners are saying, have a go at doing the Rookie League speedrun. So that's going to be interesting, because I think that is essentially these first 6 tracks that I need to do. Spitting on myself for some reason. Okay, Vast Jungle. This has been very much a pain in the arse. A little bit, quite a... I mean, on the best of time, when you're just racing this track normally, this is quite a technical circuit. It's very tricky and things like that. And seeing what the speedrunners are doing, it's bloody what? To say the least. Okay, so do a little bit of a free ramp there. Nice. Oh, okay, a lot of sideways action there. I can live with it. Very much live with that. Okay, let's see, how are we... So, heading up to this... After this corkscrew, we've got a small loop-de-loop. This is where I need to do a very short shuffle, because after this we get to extremely technical part of the track that I've immediately ballsed up, so I'll just show this. So we get to this downhill section. If I'm going too quick, I'm flying off the track into the wall. Then I need to keep grip through that entire section, and then off that ramp here, I would normally just boost. Just boost off of that, and then that's pretty much an entire lap. And then, of course, down this very long start-finish straight, I then need to do a free ramp off of this ramp here. Just for most amount of speed, really. Okay, nice. Just hug it along the walls. That's the main thing. Carry as much speed as possible. Ah, there wasn't a free ramp there. I don't think my car was angled enough, nor did I have the speed. I think, from the looks of what I've been testing, I need to be doing about 320 to override the game's boost pad speed off of ramps to do the free ramp when you're not boosting. I'm putting too much angle now into that loop-de-loop. I would show off that section of the track if I can actually get to it. Oh dear, this isn't... It was a good free ramp though. Oh Christ. Yeah, I think that landing zone is another one that is ever so slightly misaligned. So if I'm against the wall, going off the ramp, I'm going to be basically landing on the landing zone wall, and I'm going to be doing a backflip. Right, get close to the wall. Short shuffle. Try and keep it under control. That's pretty bad, but well, it's good enough. Managed to get to 200. And then pretty much I just sail the car to the end. Boost here. And then this is it. This is pretty much an entire lap. So what we're doing here, probably a 115? Oh no, 113. Better than I was expecting. So don't boost off of there. try and ride along the wall. There we go. Got the afterburn effect now. So I need to be careful actually when trying to do the shuffle in afterburn mode. Didn't do it well. Didn't have enough speed there. The main thing being is that in afterburn mode, your stats increase, mostly to do with acceleration and handling. Top speed I don't think really increases, or not by enough of a noticeable amount anyway. I think it mostly affects the handling and the acceleration. I've had it a few times where, because I'm in afterburn effect, I try and do the shuffle like normal and I actually just completely spin the car about 180 because of the increased grip. What's that, 107? Wow, okay. I've not done that before. I've not managed to hit the respawn trigger on the on that ramp yet. Christ, that is new. So I think I just free ramped too late. I think I boost shuffled too late there. I think was the main issue there. My nose is really itchy. Oh, I didn't hit the respawn barrier there. I must have been very close. If my nose is itchy, if my nose is this itchy, I guess I'm going to be getting some sort of illness soon. I know a couple of guys in the office have had a cold. I've managed to avoid it because I was in Norway, but now that I am in the office, a few guys are ill. I think I'm going to be getting it. Oh, come on. Oh, really bad, really dodgy lines. However, I think the slight drift there actually helped me out. Okay. Itchy leg now. Stop itching. Everything's itchy. My neck, my head, my nose. Wow, that was a 111? Christ. Oh, that's not good. I was too busy celebrating my 111 that I managed to cock this section up. Don't think that was a free ramp. Not too sure. Well, if it was, it wasn't a good one anyway. Well, not as good as it could be. I don't know, I feel like if I get a really good free ramp, it feels a little bit more like a detriment, because the corner, it's not a massive landing zone, and then you've got a sharp corner immediately after it. Okay, keep it together, keep it together. Small drift, I can live with that. Better. Christ. Yeah, that 111.9 is the fastest first lap I've ever had. Usually I'm in like the 114s. And no, that's... I'm proud of myself. I'm resetting. I'm not resetting. Yeah, 107.4. I think, yeah, this section here was bullsed up a little bit on that lap. However, brought back a little bit. Oh. Okay, that was actually a massive traction loss there. It's not fantastic. It's probably gonna detriment chances. However, I'm not calling the run over just yet. Away. And get out of the shuffle. Really bad through that section this time, actually. Really, really bad. I don't know how I'm going to be doing, though. I don't know what I'm doing here, I will admit. That... I don't know if that's the good play or bad play. What was that? Oh, 1 second off. 1 second off of silver. A 326.1. Yeah, that one was insane. That's what brought that into contention. I'm going to have to study that lap one, I will admit that. 326.1. I mean, I know my lap 2 was a little bit dodgy. I mean, to be fair, my lap 3 was a little bit as well. I mean, lap 2 faltered because of the the boost shuffle. I think maybe lap 3 I don't boost as soon as I land that jump. I don't know, it feels like it could have worked out a little bit better. Maybe a silver's on the line. Yeah, I think a silver's on the line. However, I think I'm going to call upon the speedrunners for trying to get a better run there. I'm happy with that 326. It gets me a bronze, which now means I have medalled every single track in the speedrunning tour on Hot Wheels World Race. I am really happy with that, to be honest. Considering I've been doing this for about a year now. I think I started... When actually was the first... Well, having a go at the speedrunning, where everything was just going all over the place, I will admit that. It was funny, though. It was hilarious. Can I speed... Yeah, 11 months ago. So, I've basically been speedrunning a year. And the fact that I've managed to get a medal on every single track, some of them being gold, I'm really happy with my progress so far, from only doing a year. So, yeah, there's going to be some points on trying to get some more medals, but at some point, I am going to be doing a rookie speedrun, but I'm definitely going to be getting my practice back in on these 6 tracks, or however many, I think it is 6, to try and get myself back into the rhythm of everything. However, I'm going to call the video here. I do hope you enjoyed. Any no feedback is of course appreciated. Links in the description. As ever, one will be for my Discord, one will be for the Speedrunners Discord, in case you want to have a go at this, find out all the ways to download this and things like that, and have a go at the speedrunning yourself. Genuinely is a hell of a lot of fun. However, that is going to be it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.